GCW Collision Friday night on MEN.
Welcome everyone to GCW Collision here live from Tokyo, Japan, right here, providing some country of strong style pro wrestling. And ladies and gentlemen, what a huge show we get right here tonight in Tokyo, Japan. And check this out, that huge freaking main event we get for you. Sreemanta Sen, Raed SH3, Steel Cage Escape match, 2 out of 3 falls.
As you may saw it, I have injured my arm last week because of Uber one on set. So, you all wanted the Uber one to put his hands on me, and the Uber one wants to put his hands on me. But 1% injured, and I have a clean blood person who really not compete. I'm not going to compete into a C4 explosive match today. And that explosion on the Uber one. Oh, and a winning Swanton over the third row. Beautiful move, tempered Swanton. And that's Mr. Podcast. There's the game plan. Mr. Podcast attacking the Uber one when the Uber one was trying to back it up. And Mr. Podcast attacking the Uber one with the C4 explosive. And I think Mr. Podcast arm injury was just a joke. An excuse for this game plan to put the Uber beast in a match like this. The Uber beast trying to defend himself and Mr. Podcast is running away. He's running away. Mr. Podcast is running away. That's Daniel Wolf. Daniel Wolf is taking his revenge right now. Daniel Wolf is attacking Mr. Podcast, taking his revenge for the second time in a week. And Daniel Wolf just put down Mr. Podcast like that, man. This is freaking amazing how that could happen. Daniel Wolf came from the crowd. He was still in the arena just like last week, as we are live from the same place, just like last week. And Daniel Wolf continued to attack Mr. Podcast with the briefcase. He came out from the crowd. He just ruined Mr. Podcast's plan to make Jimmy win the match right here. And Daniel Wolf comes back inside the crowd. He still doesn't have a job in GCW. And Jimmy Johnson take the Uber one back up once again. And another big bad DDT. Outdone. This human, and another explosion. But the Uber one is capable to do this. And Jimmy Johnson is trying to run away. Jimmy Johnson is trying to run away. And the Uber one comes back up, running moonsault from the railings. kicked out. And another explosion right here. And the Uber Beast got lucky of not getting his legs fully inside the explosion. And what the hell? The match is finished right here. Nobody won the contest. They are still fighting. Uber driver. Once again, he's going for it. The Uber driver once again.
Welcome everyone to Tokyo, Japan. We are live for a huge episode of GCW Collision, and my name is Raed. I am here to comment you this huge episode we get for you right here tonight, 2 weeks before GCW The Reckoning. And what a way to start GCW Collision than starting the show with Jimmy Johnson. After the controversial ending they get last week, Jimmy Johnson is going to address the situation right now. The Uber Beast is not here tonight as he is still suffering the injuries that he has from last week's matchup against Jimmy. That was a 5-star match, one of the greatest match of the Uber Beast and Jimmy Johnson's career. That match was supposed to be taped for GCW The Reckoning, but the ending, ladies and gentlemen, was controversial. They end this match as nobody won this contest, and after that match the Uber Beast gives an Uber driver to Jimmy Johnson, and now Jimmy Johnson, he said and he won't answer, and then he was going to be here tonight, and Jimmy Johnson just doesn't care of the Japanese wrestling fans right here today in GCW Collision. This is a huge episode we propose to you right here.
Last week I had the greatest match of my wrestling career against the Uber Beast. This was a huge battle. This was the greatest battle of my career. And I get battles during my wrestling career, but this match is epic. And I am still feeling the concussions and the injuries after that match. Yes, that's right, a week after, and I am standing right here in front of all of you. And don't boo me, I hate you all Japanese fans than you are. I am not here for you tonight. I am here because I want to challenge the Uber one due to what happened after this match. That match was being claimed. Nobody won this contest, and the Uber Beast still continues to Uber drive me instead of asking me if I'm alright or not. But the Uber Beast, I want to get something that we don't deserve, but then we earned. I want to get you respect, and I want to beat you to prove the world that I can beat you. This is why I am challenging you to another one-on-one match at GCW The Reckoning. And I wish, because I know you're not here tonight, because you're feeling the same concussions and injuries as I have. But I wish you would be here next week to answer my challenge.
And the challenge is made another one-on-one match for GCW The Reckoning between Jimmy Johnson and the Uber Beast. They will soon the story once for all. And the Uber Beast, he is going to be here next week. He is going to be here and to answer Jimmy Johnson challenge, and I pretty much think the Uber Beast, he is going to accept, and he is watching right here. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, Mr. Podcast will invite Daniel Rock to talk about a new GCW contract. That's right, he's here in Japan. Tonight, Mr. Simonak faced Asad in a one-on-one match in the Austrian Dynamo. Takes on Antic 2, the number one contender for the Global Championship, and the Global Champion faced Tornado, Davey, Claudio, and Sreemanta. Why they say Shui? Steel cage escape match, 2 out of 3 falls, huge main event coming, and check this out, who's here? Togi Makabe, that's right, former 10-time Rising Sun World Heavyweight Champion, and just the former World Heavyweight Champion representing Rising Sun has arrived in the building, and he is going to compete and to make his GCW debut right here tonight in GCW Collision. And you saw each and everyone from the GCW Collision locker room watching him as a target, as he is going to join GCW. And ladies and gentlemen, let's just start off right here with the first match in GCW Collision. It's Mr. Simonak, and listen to the ovation Mr. Simonak received in Japan. I just get goosebumps right now. Mr. Simonak is still over. This is great to see that. And he's going to face Asad in the first one-on-one match of GCW Collision right here in Japan. He wasn't able to face Asad last week because Fahad VK have attacked Asad, and Mr. Podcast have moved the match to this week. And this is the reason right now in this footage of why they wasn't able to face each other last week. That match was supposed to be last week. Due to this attack, Fahad VK was suspended 2 weeks by Mr. Podcast with a no contact clause. But Mr. Podcast, he made this match for GCW the recording. Fahad VK is going to face Asad in a light tube match, one-on-one. They are going to set their history after Asad has betrayed his best friend. Asad was so frustrated that he wasn't able to get the win. He tried to beat FBK by his own game of using the light tubes to cheat, but wasn't able to do it. So now Asad is looking for some retribution. He is tired of the fans. He is tired of each and everything. He is just focused on beating FBK. And what a good way tonight for Asad to beat Mr. Simonak for sending a message to Fahad FBK while here in GCW Collision. He is not the fan favorite in Tokyo, Japan, and the match just begins. Huge electric intense atmosphere right here today and right here tonight in Japan. And Mr. Simonak, he goes out of the third rope, and a beautiful drop kick by Asad, who looks to do something crazy, but no, Mr. Simonak gets back inside the ring, and he's outside once again. And Asad, he's going to the third rope, and he's on, and a leg drop from the third rope to the outside of the ring. Beautiful move, amazing beautiful move by Asad over Mr. Simonak, and Asad is just dominating the match as he wants to send a message to FBK. And a projection to the railings right now, and the corner, he projects him into the corner, he just projects him into the corner, and big DDT through the table. And once again, face first DDT on the table, and Asad, he broke one table, and Mr. Simonak still able to lay out and reverse the move, and he continued to dominate Asad. So 14-4, and a big suplex on the table. This just gets him down. And now a powerbomb. Asad is really dominating Mr. Simonak. Asad looking to send a message to FBK, but they are countered outside of the ring. That's why Asad comes back inside, and Mr. Simonak too. But Asad continues his walk of domination over Mr. Simonak. Mr. Simonak trying to do a leg drop. He missed it. He missed his move. Asad gets back in the ring on the third rope. Leg drop. He missed it too. Beautiful match right here. We are just seeing between Mr. Simonak, the fan favorite right here. He he's just the crowd catches their position. He's just over, like we say in the wrestling world. And Mr. Simonak, he ignored that, and he's pinning Asad 1-2, and Asad kicks out. Now Asad looks like he failed to catch up that mistake of the leg drop because he's a little bit injured, but this is not a problem for him to wrestle with an injury. Asad projects him in the ropes. Beautiful slam by Asad, pinning Mr. Simonak, and Mr. Simonak kicks out at 1. Mr. Simonak working him back under his feet. Beautiful suplex by Asad. Beautiful suplex, and the crowd just appreciate it. Asad pins Mr. Simonak 1, 2, and 3. Yes, it's a 3 count. Asad just beat Mr. Simonak. What a beautiful victory. And now it just looks like Asad doesn't have finished to send Mr. Simonak and FBK a message before they match at GCW Collision. FBK, he's not here because he is suspended. He was being suspended last week by Mr. Podcast during 2 weeks before GCW Collision because of his action. FBK pissed off on Asad action. Asad is just attacking Mr. Simonak, but please, the match is over. This is not a way to do something and to send a message in Japan. And Asad continue his work of domination over Mr. Simonak, and a big DDT. Mr. Simonak feels injured, seems like injured right here. Mr. Simonak seems truly injured, and now he attacks him with the microphone. God, come on, seriously. And Asad just continue to dominate Mr. Simonak. Looks like he's pissed. Project him in the corner of the ring, man. Dude, stop that attack. Where is the officials right here to stop this? Where is the official? And Mr. Simonak goes on the third rope trying to escape that attack. And what Asad is going to do? Oh dude, seriously, holy shit! He just drop kicked him out of the third rope of the ring. Mr. Simonak, he goes through the table and now a leg drop. Man, stop that. I think he received the message. Mr. Simonak is injured. I think FBK received the message. And no. Oh god, big stunner. Seriously. This is not good. This is bullcrap, dude. This is seriously bullcrap. Asad have just injured Mr. Simonak like that. This is seriously bullcrap. And now he gets the mic. He's going to talk.
FBK, I know you're watching this, and I want you to listen what I have to say. I know you suspended a got your fault and own your mistake. You have to blame yourself, but I want you to take the beating I just give Mr. Simonak as a message, because this is what's going to happen to you. At GCW returning, I am going to beat you. I am going to destroy.
I think FBK received the message, and now Mr. Simonak is injured. That's right, Mr. Simonak. Dr. Sam Durkheim is just checking his physical condition to see if he's alright, but it seems like he's not alright, dude. Seems like he's truly not alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jordan Huntime, and please welcome my guest host of this time. He is the former Rising World Heavyweight Champion, and he is a 10-time World Heavyweight Champion in Rising in Japan. He is your country kid, and he is going to make his huge international debut right here tonight in GCW. It's Togi Makabe. So Togi, how do you feel tonight. And how do you feel with joining us, our family in GCW?
Konnichiwa, watakushi wa joining times. I feel great. This is Davey, and I feel like there's a lot of huge wrestler I can face, and this is going to be a huge, really great one for Togi Makabe in GCW.
Well, thank you, Togi. I wish you will have a great time in GCW and good luck for you, my friend. And ladies and gentlemen, let's just get back to the show.
And we are back in Tokyo, Japan, still right here. Togi Makabe was just being interviewed by Jordan Hangtime. Second match of the night, he's the #1 contender for the GCW Global Championship, the Austrian Dynamo, and he's going to face Mr. Kush in GCW, the reckoning for the GCW Global title. The Australian Dynamo looking to beat Cushy Baby and to get the title because he feels that Cushy Baby doesn't deserve it. And his opponent tonight, Antic, and Antic is going to get another match in GCW, the reckoning. He is going to face Davey Claudio. That's right, it's going to be a one-on-one steel chair match, but if Antic uses his weapon, the steel chair, he is going to be disqualified. Reason, Davey Claudio start to attack each and everyone from the staff. He started to attack Jordan Hangtime, Sam Doctrine, even the referee, and Mr. Podcast doesn't punish him. He gave him an opportunity instead of punishing him. This is what makes Antic pissed off, because nobody decides to make something and just let Davey Claudio do what he wants. So, Antic feels that Davey Claudio is in Mr. Podcast authority bucket and packet, but Antic is just sick of Davey Claudio, and Mr. Podcast see that he's a good friends with Davey Claudio. He just continue to terror Davey Claudio. So Antic just continue. Not Davey Claudio, Antic. Mr. Podcast continue to attack Antic in that beautiful splash, beautiful running frog splash. So Antic feels sick, and Mr. Podcast decides to punish Antic because Davey Claudio is aligning with Mr. Podcast authority, and this is what made sick Antic, because he wants the authority to do something, the authority of Mr. Podcast to do something against his actions, and Antic just interferes in Davey Claudio's business at GCW Collision episode 2 when Davey Claudio was attacking Jordan Hangtime and the referee, and he saves the referee, and he saves Jordan Hangtime too, each and every time. Oh, that big DDT on the steel chair. Each and every time Davey Claudio is attacking an official, Antic just saved him because Mr. Podcast doesn't do something. So it looks like to me Davey Claudio is a part of the authority, but this is something we don't know. And the Australian Dynamo just attacked Antic outside of the ring. That's a ring. And he continued to nail and to attack, to beat Antic like that with his weapon. The Australian Dynamo, he has a mission. He's on a mission to capture the GCW Global Championship. The Australian Dynamo feels upset, and oh, he cheat. Creepy, and the referee is just outside. If I was the referee, I would have already disqualified him. Freaking him. And the Australian Dynamo gets back inside. So the Australian Dynamo, he was being eliminated in a battle royal against Mr. Kush. And by Mr. Kush captured the title, and the Australian Dynamo was upset. He attacks Mr. Kush right after. and he wants the title. He feels that Mr. Kush title victory was a joke, and he wants to prove it. He wants to show the world that he can take Mr. Kush title at GCW Reckoning. He's waiting long enough for that. And a beautiful flying head scissor from Antic and a leg drop, and Antic is just getting the crowd appreciation right here in Tokyo, Japan. And Antic just dominating the Australian dynamo. Oh, and a big slam. Looks like he's only good with his weapon. And the Australian dynamo. Beautiful pile driver on Antic. Beautiful pile driver. He pile drives him so freaking good. And Antic kicks the freaking hell out. And ladies and gentlemen, what I am looking for tonight is Daniel Wolf. Last week into fifth in the match, and Mr. Podcast is sick of seeing Daniel Wolf interfering in the storyline plans each and every time, and now it's shoulder blocks attacks by the Australian dynamo. And he's on the third rope. He's going to do something crazy, and no double axe handle from the third rope. And he's going once again on the third rope, and a big splash from the third rope by the Australian dynamo. Huge, amazing, beautiful splash. He just made to Antic, and he kicks him, and Antic just clothesline him back, but doesn't affect him so much. And the Australian dynamo continue to press him, and Antic is a beautiful flying head scissor, and a big drop kick, and a second big drop kick, but doesn't affect him, and he missed the third one, and a running clothesline. Antic is on fire, but the Australian dynamo just gets and put away his momentum, and just put him down in the middle of the ring, smashing his head on the floor of the ring. Right now, the Australian dynamo, he's on fire, and Antic is behind. He puts him down in the first line. The pinfall, 1, 2, 3, Antic gets the victory. Now the Australian dynamo kicks out, and another flying head scissor, and the crowd are freaking crazy, and the Antic projects the Australian dynamo in the rope. The Australian dynamo went away, and now he's working on him, but that submission doesn't work. Beautiful backbreaker suplex, inverted backbreaker suplex, and a big running leg drop, and the Australian dynamo is done. Antic is dominating the match right here, and Antic just say it ends right now. Oh, and a shoulder block, winning shoulder block, and now headlock submission, and Antic just go out of the ring, but the Australian dynamo bring him back, and the Australian dynamo, he's just going to make a huge beautiful suplex to Antic, and he still continue the Australian dynamo to dominate him, going to do the pile driver, but he was being reversed, using his body as a human weapon. Antic is over, the Australian dynamo takes him, powerbomb. This match is over. This is the Australian dynamo's finish. 1, 2, and 3. The Australian dynamo just get the victory. He just proved Mr. Kush that he could get the global championship right here in Japan. But Antic, he just lose once again, and we don't know. And I personally don't think that he is going to beat Antic right here tonight. Davey Claudio at GCW Reckoning. I am sorry, it's a mistake of myself. And the Australian dynamo has just took the Japanese flag, and at GCW Reckoning, it's Antic versus Tornado Davey Claudio in a one-on-one match. And ladies and gentlemen, let's just get to the back. It's Mr. Podcast. He arrives in the arena right here as he is going to talk. Coming up next, he's going to invite Daniel Wolf for proposing him a GCW contract. But right before that, we get a third one-on-one match right here tonight on this show. And this is Shinning Star making his way to the ring, pretty over with the Japanese crowd and Shining Star, he is going to face Togi Makabe right here tonight. The ICW kid just comes back to GCW Collision as he is going to face one of the greatest Japanese wrestler of all time, representing Rising Sun Pure CEO right here in Japan. It's Togi Makabe who's going to face him, and Shining Star have a mic. I think he is going to talk before his match. But ladies and gentlemen, let's just get the crowd reaction. Let's just listen to the crowd reaction from this main entrance. Togi Makabe. One of Rising Sun Japan's most popular wrestler of all time, and he is making his debut right here tonight in GCW Collision. One of the new signings we get just for you in GCW. There is not any other man to step against me than me, and tonight I am here to tell you that it's a great pleasure that I have to face you, Togi, because it's a great pleasure for me to be standing inside of you and to face you. That's why tonight I tell you welcome to GCW, and I wish I would beat you. I am pretty honored, Shining Star, and I think that I will beat you, but thank you for that. And as you listen to it, Shining Star just made a huge welcome arrival to Togi Makabe in GCW, and I have to admit, Shining Star, he is pretty honored to face him, as Togi Makabe, he is a 10 years pro. Shining Star, he's just making his debut, and he already faced two men, Raed and Togi Makabe, and he beat Raed. But he is looking to beat Togi Makabe, but he feels honored. And the running splash from the third rope, to the outside of the arena, of the ring, I'm sorry. And Shining Star feeling honored to face Togi Makabe, running elbow drop, and this is Rising Sun Japan's finest, right here with a running clothesline from the apron. Togi Makabe, this is why he is the Japanese fan favorite. A huge freaking wrestler, and Shining Star feels honored to face him, and Togi Makabe feels respected to get this match against Shining Star. And a frog splash from the apron, and a clothesline, and Shining Star just showed and what he do. Shining Star can do it too. Projection to the railings, and Shining Star, he's on the third rope. Clothesline, Togi Makabe missed, just escaped the clothesline. Togi, he goes to the third rope, and a clothesline from the third rope outside of the ring, and he projects Shining Star in the railings. And Togi Makabe just says, show me what you get, kid. And Shining Star doesn't feel impressed after that clothesline. And the crowd is crazy today, and huge flying clothesline. I even lose my voice, dude. I get cola right here, and I even lose my voice. Yeah, for the first time in a long time, I didn't drink beer. And the commander, running elbow. That huge, amazing running elbow just cut me out. He just put me out of my damn seat right here. And for the first time in a long time, I didn't drink beer on the broadcast day while I'm enjoying wrestling and seeing Togi Makabe, beautiful belly to belly suplex on Shining Star. And he projects him in the corner of the ring. He's going for a more beautiful superplex. and Togi Makabe took him neckbreaker reversed, and another reversal, inverted backbreaker suplex, big elbow drop, taking him up. Togi Makabe took him up, big neckbreaker. It's done. It's done. It is finished. 1, 2, and 3. This is why this man, Togi Makabe from Rising Sun, Japan, he's a 10-time World Heavyweight Champion in Japan. 10-time Rising Sun Champion right here. And he just lost his Rising Sun title to Scott Corino. And he is going to get a rematch hopefully, but that in 5 minutes he has impressed me so far. I wish we are going to see more from Togi Makabe in GCW. Let's just get back to the back to see what's going on. And that's Davey Claudio. He attacks Antic. Davey Claudio is attacking Antic. Davey Claudio is attacking Antic right here. I just didn't know why. Maybe because he wants to take a vengeance about last week's attacks. But Antic, it's a sad day for him after having lost to the Austrian dynamo. What a sad day for Antic. And Davey Claudio continue to lay down the attack on Antic right now. German suplex on Antic. He's taking him up once again, and he just pile drives him on the floor. Just taking a revenge after last week when Antic have attacked Davey Claudio. And here comes Mr. Podcast, who's going to talk about Daniel Wolf. Mr. Podcast have invited Rising Sun owner tonight to check GCW Collision, to check what GCW is really about, what GCW means, and it means freaking wrestling. And Daniel Wolf has his wrestling with Rising Sun Japan because they offer him a new contract. So he have invited the GCW owner, have invited the Rising Sun owner, and it's going to be on for next week. He's going to say something about him next week. This is what I know. But we are here for 2 weeks, so a lot of things can happen in 2 weeks. And Mr. Podcast, he just wants his briefcase back. Daniel Wolf just take his revenge after Mr. Podcast tried to fight him at GCW Insanity. But Mr. Podcast gets something, alright? Because Daniel Wolf is here in the building, and I know that because I have invited the Rising Sun owner in Japan. That's right. I invited right here for the next episode, but I know Daniel Wolf is here, and I want him to be here, because he tried to screw my plan again, and I don't want this. Simple. I still give him credit for what he did, because he didn't let go away his objective. But he won't piss me off anymore. That's why I will try to talk and negotiate with me to get a new contract right here in GCW Collision. So Daniel Wolf, I want you to bring your freaking ass right here and right now. Because I am sick and tired of seeing you each and every week trying to kick my ass, trying to screw my plans, and I just want back the briefcase that you stole for the second freaking time last week. So Daniel Wolf, I wish you him, and I wish you will accept the proposition. And here comes, it's Daniel Wolf, and he's coming right here, and he's here in Tokyo, Japan, and he accepts Mr. Podcast invitation to come and talk about the GCW newest contract. And Mr. Podcast, just as he says it, he is sick of Daniel Wolf ruining each and every of his plans. But Daniel Wolf doesn't care, he just gets back the briefcase for the second time and it's a huge rip and he gets in his hands to get what he truly wants, and I don't know what this is. So Daniel, it's simple, what I want is that what you get inside your hands is my briefcase. The briefcase you stole from me last week for the second time. I am sick and tired of seeing you screwing me off each and every time, pissing me off. I don't want to see you as GCW World Champion. You know this, so why do you try to claim each and every time to piss me off? I am pissed off that, and I am tired about this. You see, we could play this game all our lives, but I will always be the winner, so I give you an opportunity, why here? Because I am nice, because you are in Japan, because you are making money, to give you back my briefcase and to get a GCW contract, but don't think you will get an opportunity. I just don't think Daniel Wolf will give him back the contract, personally.
So you really think they're gonna give you back the briefcase, huh?
I want my freaking briefcase back. I'm freaking tired to play these games, Daniel. I am freaking tired. Give me back my briefcase.
Well, I can do it, and I can't do it. I want a match against you at GCW the record, and my job back. And I also want something else. Oh, and one more thing, if I beat you at GCW the reckoning, I want a world heavyweight title match. Because I highly think that I deserve it.
This is true, he deserves it, since he get the kids on briefcase, but PWP closes doors. And now, I don't think Mr. Podcast will give him a positive answer to that question. But he deserves a world title shoot. Alright, you know what? You won for that freaking match at GCW the reckoning. I accept to face you, Daniel, but you're looking to put your GCW career on the line. If you don't beat me, you're done for good. But if you beat me, you're going to get everything you freaking want. You will get a world title match, you will get a world title shoot. We will set our story once for all, Daniel. We will set our story and we will battle that night at GCW the reckoning, and I'm just going to kick your ass. Just like I will do it right now. And Mr. Podcast, he start to do what he say. He just put Daniel Wolf done. And the career versus title shoot? God, come on. Career versus title shoot. Mr. Podcast is a freaking owner. He's just abusing his power right here. And Mr. Podcast, he continue to kick out Daniel Wolf right here in Japan. Daniel Wolf is putting his career on the line against Mr. Podcast at GCW the reckoning. And Daniel Wolf is fighting back. Daniel Wolf fights back. And Mr. Podcast put him down once again. Mr. Podcast, he wants so badly to send a message to Daniel Wolf and each and every of the others GCW Lucky in the GCW Lucky women, the GCW fans. That's right, they need to respect him. This is what he truly wants. This is why he attacks Daniel Wolf like that and tells him to put his career on the line. But I don't think Daniel Wolf is going to accept that or something else. Because I don't know if Daniel Wolf will be intelligent enough to lay down his career against a title shoot match, because if he loses, he's going to leave GCW for good and he'll never come back. But if he beat Mr. Podcast, he is going to be GCW World Heavyweight Champion anytime soon, because he will get a World Heavyweight Championship title match. Just like Mr. Podcast say, he always won the game. At the end of the night, Daniel, you shouldn't have crossed with me, because I need the freaking respect. I do always won the game. Each and every time, Daniel. I'm your freaking owner, and you need to fucking respect me. If you doesn't allow that, oh, good. This is going to be one of the greatest matches of 2014, and Daniel Love just fights back Mr. Podcast. Daniel Love just fights back Mr. Podcast. He was playing with him. Daniel Love just fights back Mr. Podcast. I just can't freaking wait for this match at GCW The Reckoning. Daniel Wolf, Mr. Podcast, and if Daniel Wolf beats him, Daniel Wolf is going to get a World Heavyweight title shoot, and Mr. Podcast leaves, begging his arm, just like he's in jail, but Daniel Wolf doesn't care, because Mr. Podcast, he has to be at 100% in 2 weeks for GCW The Reckoning. This match is going to be a huge freaking battle between these two men, the GCW owner, Mr. Podcast, my boss, my former best friend, and Daniel Wolf, the future World Heavyweight Champion, maybe the man who was screwed for so long enough, and it's time to put an end to this at GCW The Reckoning. It's going to be Daniel Wolf versus Mr. Podcast. If he won, he get a world title shoot. If he lose, he go away. He leaves. And that's Bloodwood. And why did Bloodwood just put down Norfolk right here? Looks like it's Bloodwood's locker room right now. What the hell is this? Bloodwood just beat Kick Frost in the world match right before this episode. And Norfolk is like, he's here like, oh man, I fake it up once again. Yet because Norfolk, but why did Norfolk lose against the Wonder Boy? So maybe because of that, Bloodwood could be pissed.
When you will understand, Norfolk, you doesn't have to fight for you, but you have to fight for me. Because you need to make bleed people for me. That's freaking easy. Or I am just going to destroy you week after week after week until you learn the lesson. So, in the next world match, you are going to face Blade from Fire and Ice. I beat Geek first, so you should make Bleed Blade, or I will make you bleed.
Just creepy. And ladies and gentlemen, we are still here in GCW Collision for the next match of the night, right before the main event, Steel Cage 2 out of 3 falls main event, and this is Mr. Kush, the global champion. He's going to face Tornado Davey Claudio, and at GCW The Reckoning, he is defending his title against the Austrian Dynamo. He is looking for some retribution against him after the attack he lay on him at GCW The Emergence. It was 2 months ago, right after Mr. Kush won the title, Mr. Kush is pissed. The Austrian Dynamo wants the title, and Mr. Kush thinks that he can beat him. And also Davey Claudio, Tornado Davey Claudio, he is going to face Antic in a steel chair match. And if Antic hit Claudio with a steel chair, he will be disqualified. So steel chair advantage for Davey Claudio, Tornado Davey Claudio. Right here in GCW recording for this match between Davey Claudio and Antic, but it's going to be in 2 weeks, by the way. So right now he is going to face Mr. Kush, and Davey Claudio and the Australian Dynamo, they have a good friendship relation, and just like Mr. Kush and Antic, Mr. Kush coming from NGW with John Yonkers, who's just now the color commentator with Hypnosis and OWF too. And by the way, they steal the perfect gimmick. Lol. And the match started, and Davey Claudio project Mr. Kush in the ropes. Tornado Davey Claudio, originally coming from SPW, the old SPW. You saw him illustrate himself in SPW, and now he's here in GCW. Former Thursday Night Mayhem member in the roster. He was having a former rivalry with the man who was going to face Davey Claudio, and a clothesline from the third rope. Beautiful clothesline by Davey Claudio, he still gets it. And with Mr. Podcast and projection to the table. So also Tornado Davey Claudio, he faced Mr. Kush at SPW Lord of the Death match, as Mr. Kush was representing which effect, maybe MGW, I don't know which effect Mr. Kush was representing that night, but Davey Claudio just get the damn point against Mr. Kush in this match in Lord of the Death match. It's on the Mpire online network channel on YouTube. By the way, Davey Claudio takes back at Mr. Kush. He is going to project him into the corner of the ring. He's going to do a move now, running clothesline. Right here, Davey Claudio takes Mr. Kush back. Beam, beautiful inverted atomic drop right here by Davey Claudio, and a tornado DDT. Big tornado DDT, pinfall, 1, 2, and then no, Mr. Kush kicks the living hell out. And Davey Claudio punch him, and he's going to pin him once again. 1, and Davey Claudio kicks out, was pinned by Mr. Kush, and a big DDT by Mr. Kush. He's first on the floor of the ring. German suplex, Brock Lesnar do it best, and a big running leg drop. And the pinfall now, 1. Oh, when I saw a German suplex now, I think of Brock Lesnar. And I always want to do and to say, Brock Lesnar. And that's done. And Mr. Kush is over, taunting the crowd, and what the fuck is this shit now? That's the Austrian Dynamo. He already have won his match. What the hell is doing right here? Or he takes the title. What? Seriously? He's just stealing Mr. Kush's title as a distraction. He just steal the title to Mr. Kush. He steal the title to Mr. Kush, and now he leaves, he run away. And Mr. Kush, watch this, and Davey Claudio, big super kick to Mr. Kush. Davey Claudio, he saw the opportunity. Oh God, seriously. Davey Claudio is on the third rope, big splash from the third rope.
1, 2.
And thanks to the Australian Dynamo, Tornado Davey Claudio just pinned the global champion. Beautiful match right here. And speaking of the Australian dynamo, Mr. Kush is swimming after him, but the Australian dynamo, he's just leaving, and I don't think we are going to see him next week. Yep, just like he said, he's just leave the freaking building.
So apparently you had a peace music, which means then you have a serious injury after Asad having attacked you. You need a lot of time to recover from that. We are going to drive you to the hospital and to see what we are going to do and what we can do. But you will need 3 or 4 months to recover. You need to get some time off during 1 or 2 months because of the attacks Asad just lay out on you. But it's going to take a lot of time for this recovery. So I suggest that you go to the hospital right now. This is why we are going to drive you up.
Well, this is a very serious injury for Mr. Simonak, and I don't know what he's going to do against Asad. But ladies and gentlemen, next week it's Kenny Time versus Gary Emmett. In the main event, he is going to compete in GCW Collision, but also at GCW Reckoning. Pin for the elimination match, you call the #1 contender for the Global Championship. 9 men are going to be inside this matchup, and FBK, he is going to take on Asad in a light cubes match. They are going to go insane inside that match. And Davey Claudio, he is going to face Antic in a steel chair match at GCW Reckoning. But if Antic hits Claudio with a steel chair, he will be disqualified. And there is going to be championship match, GCW Global Championship. The Australian Dynamo is going to face Mr. Kush for the Global Championship at GCW Reckoning. The Australian Dynamo wants so bad that title. And the Uber Beast, who's going to be here next week, he have accepted Jimmy Johnson challenge that Jimmy made earlier tonight. That match is now official. The Uber Beast will take on Jimmy Johnson. Daniel Wolf and Mr. Podcast are going to battle in a one-on-one match, and if Daniel Wolf beat Mr. Podcast, he will get his world title shoot, and if he loses, he is going away. But anytime, Mikey choose, this is what used to be called the match of the decade. In the main event of the tournament for the World Heavyweight Championship, the very first world champion will be crowned. Right now, Kenny Time gets back inside the match. He captured the advantage. He gets the advantage. Gary Emmett doesn't tap out after that submission. That choke he was suffering for. And Kenny Time takes Gary. Backbreaker. Pinfall. 1, 2. And Kenny Time gets the victory. He advanced in the second round of this tournament. All through the light tubes. Kenny Time just like Mr. Simonak through the light tubes. And once again, a beautiful slam by Kenny Time over Mr. Simonak. And Kenny Time taking him back at himself. This time, beautiful brainbuster. And another one through the light tubes. This is up, and Kenny Time is spinning Mr. Simonak. 1, 2, and 3. Kenny Time gets the victory.
Oh man, big punch on Gentleman John Campbell's face, and he threw him through the corner. And now he make a beautiful move, and Kenny Time pins him 1, 2, 3. Kenny Times, he is in the final of the World Heavyweight Championship Tournament.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back live right here in GCW Collision from Tokyo, Japan, and it's time for your main event of the evening. And Raed Sage is making his way to the ring right here. Raed Sage is going to face Sreemanta, steel cage, 2 out of 3 falls. This is going to be one of the greatest matches in GCW Collision we have. And Raed Sage is coming with his baseball bat. That's right. But Raed Sage, he is looking to beat Sreemanta because he was upset after the last match they get 4 weeks ago, as he lose against him at GCW Insanity, where he finally gets revenge over him. Sreemanta finally gets revenge over Raed. But Raed Sage, did he Sreemanta, this is the question each and everyone is asking for right now. And did Sreemanta is looking to do this for the second time? Did Sreemanta he's looking to beat Raed Sage for the second time? Because Raed already beat Sreemanta in the past in Thursday Night Mayhem for the World Heavyweight Championship. And this is your main event of the evening. Steel cage, 2 out of 3 falls. This is going to be amazing. And ladies and gentlemen, let's catch up a preview and a video and a recap of the recent story they have brought together, Sreemanta and Raed Sage. Right here, the video is coming. I don't know if we get it. Yes, we are going to get it, ladies and gentlemen. So let's catch up this recap in their history. And a big splash by Raed Sage. He is pinning him. 1. We get a new champion. New champion. What the hell? Sreemanta is kicking out me. Kick out after kick out after kick out. I think Raed Sage should be frustrated, man. He is. And what the hell is that? Oh no. Oh no. Watch out! Submission right here. And Sreemanta is tapping out. We get a new world heavyweight champion of the world. This is Raed Sage. And Raed Sage, he's living with the good way. He lives with the good way, man. Having nothing to do. And it's Sreemanta. Sreemanta was coming from behind the wall, and Sreemanta gets Raed Sage one-on-one. All of what Sreemanta wants to get signs a month since the last episode of Thursday Night Mayhem. Since 2 months. It's all of what Sreemanta wanted to get with the set in 1-on-1, and I think now they just put La Secta's plans tonight. Sreemanta, Hypnosis, journeying on this with all of La Secta's plans. Oh god. And Sreemanta, he used the same weapon that Hypnosis used. Baseball, barbed wire, bat, and watch out, where the sage is done right there. Where the search is truly done, and the crowd is happy. La Secta was being taken down truly, and Sreemanta continues his vengeance over Where the Sage, the last WNC Thursday Night Mayhem champion. Oh, huge baseball bat in his face. And Sreemanta is more than happy after having get that vengeance, dude. He takes weight back up. Projection in the ropes. Oh, nice back body drop. Pinfall time. 1, 2, and 3. Yes, Sreemanta win that match. He finally gets his revenge over Where the Sage. That revenge. He was waiting too long enough for it.
And it's Sreemanta in the back. Fighting with Where the Sage. Where the Sage is upset. And I pretty much think he's upset after Sreemanta beat him at GCW Insanity in that barbed wire baseball bat match. And now he's attacking him with that baseball bat too. And Sreemanta is done. He's done. And here we go, let the fight begins between Raed and Sreemanta.
So, as you may see it, and he comes, Sreemanta, here he comes, and he's fully over. He received a huge crowd reaction. He is the fan favorite right here in Tokyo, Japan, but as you may see it, the first fall will be a pinfall, second fall will be a submission, and if this is needed, if they both pin each other, the third fall is going to be a steel cage escape right here in GCW Collision. And Sreemanta will make his way to the ring because this is Sreemanta theme song. Then you can listen right here. And Sreemanta he is looking to beat Where the Sage tonight. Sreemanta Where the Sage 3. This is your main event, hot pack, the huge main event right here for GCW Collision, episode 5. And here he comes, the smartest ass of the business today, the smartest ass of the pro wrestling business. Sreemanta making his way to the ring, receiving a huge ovation in Tokyo, Japan for the main event of GCW Collision, episode 5. And Where the Sage, he turns on his fans, he turns on each and everything he has to get the World Heavyweight Championship. He turns on his support to join La Secta and to be Thursday Night Mayhem World Heavyweight Champion 8 months ago. So, think about that. With the closing of Thursday Night Mayhem, Sreemanta want to get a revenge. He is coming for a vengeance, and he gets his revenge. He gets his vengeance at GCW Insanity 4 months ago. But now, Where the Sage, he feels upset about that. This is why he wants to correct the situation right here, because Where the Sage wants to put himself in the first line, in the front row. He wants to be the first. He wants to be before Sreemanta-san. Each and every time he just wants to outshine Sreemanta-san. And here we go, let the match begin. So what's huge with this steel cage match is that Mr. Podcast, he finally made a good decision in his entire wrestling career. That's right, because he decided to make a steel cage come. Each and every time there's a match between members of Sector and members of Sreemanta-san's team, Sector interferes in the match. La Secta interferes. We saw it the last weeks. Last week it was Nathan Payne and Jay Lehman, and Sreemanta-san was getting Jay Lehman's backup and Raed was getting Nathan Payne's backup. But the rest of Secta interferes, and this is why they are mad about that. And tonight we get ready set against Sreemanta-san. And yes, it's a 5-star main event right here. And a beautiful inverted pile driver, atomic pile driver. It's a knee driver, by the way. And now the Sage making a beautiful double arm submission, cross-arm breaker. But Sreemanta able to lay out the submission, to kick out that submission. And Sreemanta is fighting just like Raed, trying to do the big boot. Sreemanta is running in the ropes, not taking the big boot in the face. And Raed tried to take Sreemanta, but there's a steel chair inside of the ring. And beautiful game track suplex through the steel chair by Ready Sage over Sreemanta-san. And Ready Sage continue his work of domination. And Sreemanta-san watch Ready Sage trying to make and to do a strategy for this match. And now he just hit him with the baseball bat. And he just continue to do it. He just continue to dominate Raed with the baseball bat in the crowd. The sadistic Japanese crowd, Japanese crowd just loves that. And Sreemanta-san continue to hit Ready Sage. He just continue to beat him in that baseball bat. He just continue to beat him so badly. And he is on the third rope. What the hell he is going to do? Splash, he missed the splash. He have a bad deception in that speed. That speed through the steel cage. What an amazing speed we just see right here. What an amazing speed. And Raed is taking Sreemanta, backbreaker suplex. For Ready Sage, he is working for AHF as a Tiger of Hope. Until then he has a preview storyline with backbreaker Jones. Oh, and Sreemanta kick out. Sreemanta kick out the pinfall. And beautiful spinebuster, no, he missed it. And he's over because of his suplex. And a beautiful side slam. Pitfall, 1, 2, and 2. Oh, big punch to Sreemanta's face. And a second big punch by Raed over Sreemanta. And Raed continue to dominate this matchup so far. That's right, he's punching down, putting down Sreemanta. The crowd just booing Raed, and a big punch in Sreemanta face on the floor of the ring and the floor. And Raed now just hit Sreemanta with the baseball bat and continue to do it. And Raed is on the third rope. Beautiful cartwheel kick from the third rope of the corner of the ring. Beautiful back suplex. Right, he back body drop, I'm sorry. And Raed is on the third rope. Leg drop. He missed his leg drop. He botched his leg drop. Sreemanta fights back Ready Sage. Sreemanta fighting back up, but Ready Sage still standing up. And Sreemanta trying to put down Ready Sage, but Raed just put down Sreemanta with a big boot. But Sreemanta still up, while he's still waking up, and when he gets a baseball bat, he hits Ready Sage with it. But doesn't affect him so much. Oh yes, it affects him. This affects him. Oh, big spine burster on the key. And Sreemanta, he's trying, what the hell he's trying to do right now? What the hell he's trying to do? He can't escape the steel cage because he won't win the match. He's forced to stay inside it. Drop Alexander from the steel cage. And he pins Raed now. 1, 2, and 3. Yes, Sreemanta just gets the first fall inside this match, the first pin. So now, to win this match, Sreemanta have to beat Raed by submission. It becomes a steel cage submission right here. No more interference from a sector or Team Sreemanta right now. Oh, and he continued to kick him. Raed continued to kick Sreemanta. And now Raed, he's climbing the cage. What the hell is he want to do? Cartwheel kick, he missed the cartwheel kick. And Sreemanta, he see the opportunity right here. He just see the opportunity. Double on drag on the cage. And Sreemanta is on the third rope. No, he didn't do his move. Wait, well, I have tried to hit Sreemanta, but Sreemanta just put Raed down, taking the baseball bat. Now attacking Raed, but Raed just take it back, launching it to Sreemanta's face. Beautiful inverted atomic drop right here. And now he just executing a beautiful knee submission. And Raed, he just see that Sreemanta kicks out. He continued to work on Sreemanta's physical condition, trying to annihilate his physical condition so far, attacking Sreemanta in the face with the baseball bat. And he just continued to dominate him. And ladies and gentlemen, what you say, just punched Sreemanta in the face, taking him back up. Headlock, submission, because Raed has to beat Sreemanta by submission right now, as he just lose the first fall. He has to pin Sreemanta by making and executing a submission on him. And Raed continue to dominate this match with Sreemanta. What the hell is that? That's hypnosis. Why did hypnosis came down here? What the hell is doing here? What the hell is doing here? What the hell is that? What's happening? And that's Fixie. Fixie, he have tried to attack hypnosis, but hypnosis saw him, and now hypnosis is just taking on him. I think hypnosis was going to do some business while he ignored. They was going to interfere inside this matchup. He ignored. Fixie was going to follow Nathan Payne rules like he did each and every time, trying to attack hypnosis from the top of the stage for the third time, but hypnosis just saw him, and now hypnosis, he is kicking, dashing speed, Fixie's ass, while he, from a sector, Fixie was coming from ICW International Championship Wrestling, the IFAD runs by Nathan Simonak, and now hypnosis just put Fixie to the back right now, and the match still continues right here as Raed still dominates his headlock submission over Sreemanta, and Sreemanta still doesn't have tap out. And Sreemanta wake up back under his feet. Raed take him up. Brainbuster. This is Raed finish. Brainbuster, and he's going on the third rope. Knee drop from the third rope. He can pin him now. He's going for a submission. He can't pin him. And now this is a leg drop. This is a leg drop in submission maneuver. This is a leg drop submission maneuver for Raed. And Sreemanta tap out. Raed gets the second fall. Now this match is under steel cage escape rules. right here. And the match still continues, and the winner of this match, the man who is able to escape the steel cage, will win the match. Raed takes Sreemanta up, projecting him in the ropes, taking the bumps for the steel cage structure side. Raed spots Sreemanta down. He is trying to escape the steel cage. Raed will try to escape the steel cage. Sreemanta saw him, and Raed is still trying to escape the steel cage. But no, Raed is unable to escape it. But Sreemanta, he is trying to do the saving maneuver, and he's still fighting Raed. And there is no need, the referee is no more needed right here. And Sreemanta, what a beautiful powerbomb to Raed Sage. Sreemanta on the third rope, big splash from the third rope. There his story will be finished right here tonight. And Sreemanta still continue to work on Raed Sage. Big belly to belly suplex. Then Sreemanta still continue to work on him. No, he'll go to try to escape the steel cage. This is what Sreemanta is doing. He is going to escape the steel cage. He is going to escape the steel cage. He is going to escape the steel cage. He saw Raed trying to do the fork splash from the cage, and he missed it, and Raed just saw. He saw the opportunity. Sreemanta fight Raed's back after having missed his fork splash. Big boot to Sreemanta's face. And Raed, he's still watching him, and now he is going to escape the cage. Sreemanta wake up back under his feet, and Raed is going to escape the steel cage like that. Raed is going to escape the steel cage like that. Sreemanta is coming, big boot to Raed Sage. And now it's Sreemanta's time to escape the steel cage. This is Sreemanta's time to win this match so far. Double axe handle from the steel cage. Beautiful double axe handle, taking the bumps, the high double axe handle. And now Sreemanta, he is going to win the match so far. He is going to escape the steel cage with a double axe handle. He tried to do the splash. Oh, he missed it once again. And Raed takes him. Boom, big scoop slam to Sreemanta's hand by Raed Sage, who is taking up back Sreemanta. Big spear, and Raed just takes once again Sreemanta's hand, dominating him. After Sreemanta miss another slam, and big choke slam by Sreemanta's hand. And Sreemanta, he can't win by pinfall anymore. And Sreemanta, he is going to escape the cage. Raed see him, and another big boot to Sreemanta's hand, and a big country kick from the third rope. And Raed Sage taking him up, big contract suplex, and now he is going to win the match. He is going to escape the steel cage. So far, he is going to escape the steel cage. Sreemanta watching him up, watching him up, and Raed won the match. Raed won the match. He screwed over Sreemanta's hand. Raed was upset. He just get the victory. This is just 2-on-1 for Sreemanta and for Raed Sage against Sreemanta's hand. And Sreemanta, he could be upset because once again, Nathan Payne put someone to interfere inside the matchup. And Sreemanta's could be pissed about that. Sreemanta's, he just could be pissed off because Raed gets the victory because of Hypnosis coming to the arena. See, knowing then Fixie was going to do something right here. This is why Sreemanta was maybe distracted, and Sreemanta, who was pissed to lose the match, he could be pissed off, and Raed Sage, he is living with the good way right here. Beautiful match, one of the greatest matches in GCW we have. 5-star steel cage 2 of the 3 falls, and Sreemanta is truly upset right now against La Secta and Raed Sage. And what the hell will Sreemanta do to fight back this against Raed and La Secta? I don't know. We will maybe sort this next week. But, and what the hell, the show is not finished. John Lennon is attacked by Nathan Payne and Ankit, and you saw Nathan trying to contain Ankit anger. Ankit 24, and Johnny Nunn just attacked. 2-on-1 attack on him. This is why La Secta didn't came, but Fixie was on the rafters, on the top of the stage, and they just continue to dominate Jerlin, and who was trying to fight back. It's a 2-on-1 attack. It's a 2-on-1 attack against him. Journeyman has no way. And oh, that big maneuver, that big 3D maneuver. And they just continue to dominate him. So far, they just continue to dominate him so far. Poor Journeyman was attacked by La Secta right here. Poor Journeyman was attacked by La Secta. Now they are working on him. 2-on-1 works and nobody is here to save them. There's Hypnosis, who was fighting with Fakey. Sreemanta, who's done and upset after that matchup. What is Edge, who's done after that match too and have leave. And now they continue to attack him. They continue to attack Jolene. And what the hell is that? Shinning Star! What the hell Shinning Star is doing here? Make no Shinning Star has beat. Why the Edge in GCW Collision episode 3? 2. Sorry, just because he beats Raed as Sage and it was the greatest victory on his career. But Nathan Payne just continued to kick and beat Shinning Star. But what the hell Shinning Star is doing here right now? He's just taking Jolinan's defense. He's just taking Jolinan's defense right now. And he's attacking Nathan Payne. And Nathan Payne suffering, and he continued to fight back Shinning Star with a big DDT maneuver. Big DDT maneuver. And now a powerbomb by Nathan Payne over Shinning Star. It's not Nathan Payne, it's Enkite 24, I'm sorry. Enkite 24 attacking Shinning Star. Who have tried to step up. Enkite 24 attacks Shinning Star, who was just trying to step up. And Enki just tells him something. I can't listen what he tells him, but he continued to attack him. When we told you to stay down, you stay down. And this is clear. What Enki says to Shinning Star is clear. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the end of the show. Don't forget to subscribe. Good night.